Thank you.
Back to it. So, what do you guys? Okay, so is Antonio Brown gonna have a job next year?
No. I don't think so.
You really don't think so?
I don't think nobody's gonna pick him up.
I do. I do.
I didn't think that after he pulled all that nonsense between what was it? What team was he with first? The Raiders?
No,
He was with the Raiders. Then he went to the
with
Patriots.
Raiders. No, then he went to the Steelers.
No.
He was with the Steelers. Then he went to the
Steelers.
Raiders. Then he went to the Patriots.
All right, yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
I knew the same
Yeah.
teams, just not the timeline.
Yeah.
But after he pulled that shit between the Raiders and the Patriots, like, I didn't think anybody else was gonna pick him up. And the Buccaneers were like,
I did. I hate the dude, but
he's an idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He is a complete idiot.
My-
Have you read
Can I tell you how
any of
much-
the things that he's like written
Yeah.
to like text message
Yeah.
or anything else?
Can I tell you something though?
He's special.
I have nothing at my desk at work. Nothing. When COVID hit, I cleared everything out. The only thing that's still at my desk at work is a printed out piece of paper. It's a meme. It's a picture, right? And it's got a lake and a boat pier, right?
Okay.
And it's got a dude with a football, and it's got a dude facing the water on the pier, and he says, "Go long," and it's a short pier. Go drown yourself. I hate you. I've had it up for like 2 years now, and I won't take that down. I took everything else down. That's the one thing I won't take down. I hate Antonio Brown, but I think somebody's still gonna pick him up because he's so talented.
He is talented, but is it worth that drama?
Yeah, like you literally embarrassed an entire team in the NFL by walking off the fucking field, by ripping off your shoulder pads. Bro, he was throwing equipment into the fucking fans. He literally didn't even go to the locker room to get his wallet. He walked straight out of the fucking stadium and tried to get taxis and shit. And finally, like a cab owner or like one of like the
Lyft or Uber?
not one of those. It was one of the like luxury guys, like one of the guys that take the teams around and stuff. Just knew him and was like, all right, fuck it, I'll pick him up. I know I'll get paid, bro, because he's still in his fucking his pants from the game, no shirt, just walking around trying to get a fucking cab and get the fuck out of there.
Hey.
Did he really do that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know
You
you
know
went
what?
that far.
Barstool's posted it. Video.
That's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
But the fact that you could do that, you could walk out and just
Yeah.
like, listen, I got some fucking spandex pants on, no shirt, and I'm gonna get a fucking.
The guy's a
taxi with-
douchebag. We get it.
Oh, he's a fucking idiot.
But here's the thing. There's people saying on the internet that he planned it, like because he has a music career going on, right?
Yeah, he dropped an album that day.
He dropped a song, yeah. So yesterday he posts up a picture online of him and none other than Kanye West. So it's AB and YE, yay, right? And
God.
and he's like, time to go to work.
Man, he ain't gonna be.
So Kanye West may be potentially producing some AB music. Wouldn't that be some shit?
Has any of us
That's fucking
listened to them?
Yeah, isn't that sweet?
Have any of you guys listened to the album?
No, wait, it's just one song. But
One
let me
song?
tell you something.
Is it any good?
So his previous music was fucking trash, except for one song that started getting a whole lot of buzz. It was called "A Whole Lot of Money," right? It's like a whole lot of money, right? Mm-hmm. So, and that song was kind of trash too, but it got a lot of buzz when it came out. This song he put out actually sounds fucking good. It's pretty fucking good. It's actually a good song, and it sounds like the music of today. So who knows? Maybe he does something and puts out some music and makes. You can probably make a lot more music in the music industry than you do in the NFL.
A lot more money. You mean?
A
A whole lot of money.
I'm pretty over Antonio Brown, all the nonsense he does. Like, the one video I watched of him getting in an argument with, like, one of his exes out front of his house, and he's cussing out the cops and everything coming to his house. Like, he's just an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
it's all the drama that he brings to a fucking team is not worth it. I don't believe. And he's getting a little bit older. Like, his fucking, as good as he is, it's not going to last.
Yeah, but he seen that one game he came back.
I wanna
after the
agree
COVID
with
thing.
you.
He was doing his thing, bro.
I want to agree with you. As a human being, he's fucking shitty.
Yeah.
right?
As a football player,
But as a football player, he still got the talent to be one of the best receivers in the league.
I like it. So when like certain text messages and stuff that he had that came out,
Hold on.
there's Easter
hold on,
mission.
hold on. You're muted.
Am I muted?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you are. Look at your thing.
Got it. Better? I don't know when I touched that.
Who else is muted?
But
Oh.
so I like when he had like all these text messages and all the shit that he had said came out, and like because he went to what was it, Eastern Michigan, and graduated. Like there were people that were posting on the shit like I'm an Eastern Michigan grad and I am embarrassed. Like
Oh, you seen his picture though when
Oh, with the
all
grill?
signs
With the
all,
grill?
yeah, all the signs were there in the
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Is like grill right there. He's like, "Argh." I'm like, dude, what the fuck? How you smile like that?
But here's what I always play devil's advocate, right? Here's what I don't like. What I don't like is older generations, right? People who are stuck in a certain mindset, looking at something when somebody does it and talking shit about it. And then 5 to 10 years later, it's become the norm. The reason I say that for this instance is because one of the biggest things that got him in trouble in Pittsburgh is he went on Facebook Live after a win,
Yeah, I remember
and he was
that.
celebrating like a motherfucker,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he got chastised for it. They fined him. Tomlin was like all over his ass.
was that when the whole COVID broke out? Right?
No,
it was
this
way
is-
before
this
that.
was way-
This is when Tomlin was talking to the team without cameras, and he was posting it, and he posted it and it got out.
Okay.
Yeah,
and,
it was-
that's because he's posting shit that is supposed to be just secluded to the team.
I
Yeah.
don't agree though with you're telling me it's not okay, but then now right after the game because you're happy and everybody's celebrating at the same time, now it's okay and you're on camera and you're
I
flipping.
think it would
That's
depend on the
different
context,
context,
because
though.
if it's what he was saying that he's posting shit that Tomlin is actually saying to the team that no media, nobody's actually supposed to hear him, but him and the team, then yeah, he shouldn't be posting that shit. If it's that he's celebrating because of a win, that's another thing.
But the stuff the coach was saying, it was like, it's not like strategic shit. It was like, hell yeah, great game, blah, 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 we killed it. And it was a short clip, and he's just like, yeah, we did it, we won, blah, 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 we told you guys we could do this. And he's talking the whole time. You're barely hearing anything that's going on. There's a couple other people celebrating with him. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
now
but there
years
was-
later, it's okay.
No, but there was like in the video, Tomlin has an image. He's the face of that team, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying things that you shouldn't, you don't expect outside media or outside people to know what he's saying. Like as us, as fans, as football, fans, we know what's being said. Like, all right, the coach goes in there, he says his piece. He's cussing. He's saying like, he's happy, just like the way we fucking talk, right?
Yeah.
And for people outside that locker room to see that of him, he was upset about. And it was like, what the fuck, bro? You putting me out.
Like I said, I can feel that. But then, like, if you're going to be that coach, then
Well,
you
I mean-
stay that coach.
Yeah, you say that, coach, but he was also like, all right, he wasn't talking, he was celebrating, like he could still celebrate. So if AB was doing that back then, like, and they won and it was just him dancing, right? The image that came out this week or him dancing, then you have, if AB did that back then, instead of just posting what he was saying, I think that
It
would
would
have
have
been
been
okay.
alright. It would have been different.
But
Yeah.
he wasn't, like, standing right next to them. He was on the other side of the lockers.
You can still hear it.
There was like, you know what I mean? Like my whole point is this: is that like, if you're gonna say like I don't agree with it, like going
Yeah.
live streams and doing this and doing that. Look at the NBA, right? They have a strict rule. Like halftime, you go in there, you guys got your phones. Nobody tweets. Nobody does anything like talking to the press. Nothing, right? And they all abide by it. You know what I mean? Back then, Facebook Live was still rather new. You know what I
Yeah, it
mean? You
was.
got to remember the times, right?
Yeah.
So
But I mean, and what becomes more socially acceptable changes over years too.
that's what I'm saying.
It's different.
That's my whole point. Is like just because somebody is an innovator of something, right? They get chastised, but then later on down the road, it becomes socially acceptable, and now it's fine.
I agree with you to an extent because as a human being, as an adult, matter of fact, you are supposed to be acting a certain way. You're supposed to carry yourself a certain way.
Antonio Brown is not an adult.
Exactly. So that's why
He's a big fucking child, and that's why I do not like him at all.
So
I don't like him either. I'm like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate.
I know you're playing devil's advocate, but I'm just also saying, like, dude, like, I'm stuck in my ways. I don't want to see, like, if you're out there with your ass out, you know, shame on you. You know what I'm saying? You're an adult, bro. Act like an adult. You're a professional. Act like a professional.
Yeah, like that nonsense at the end of the game. Like that, like you handle that in the locker room. You don't take your fucking shoulder pads off and throw them and walk off the fucking field. This is a professional fucking sports team. You don't do that shit.
You fucking just, all right.
Walk to the locker room.
Walk to the locker room. I'm going to the locker room. Just walk to the fucking locker room. That's it. And then bounce out. Like, why did you leave?
Maybe he was trying to be the one to make sure that the narrative
he wanted to make a
wasn't
statement.
only
He just wanted to make a scene.
Right.
There's no narrative. Antonio Brown wanted to show Antonio Brown's ass, so that's what Antonio.
So do you still feel the same if the coaches are telling him to play injured and he's like no, and they're like you're cut, you're done?
Yeah.
So
walk to the locker room.
Like, fuck, I'm done. All right.
Be a fucking professional because you still want to get on another. Because you still want to get on another team next year.
Then we say this too. Again, devil's advocate, because I actually agree with you guys on that. Like, be a professional.
Yeah.
Leave, right?
Yeah.
But devil's advocate again. Do we say that Bruce Arians was being unprofessional because he told him that on the sidelines out of anger?
No,
He shouldn't have done that there. That's not the place to do that.
Shouldn't have did it, but it's still in between the team. Who outside of the team knew that was going on?
Yeah.
Nobody. Where when AB fucking shows his ass in front of the entire fucking crowd, every fucking TV show that's fucking showing this, now everybody knows what's going on.
The reason I say this is because I have that same type of I personally I have that same type of attitude that he has, right? In the military, I've really had to suppress it, right? And I understand that's what he should have done because I do it, right? But this is a man who's already a multimillionaire. Mm-hmm. He already knows he has things lined up. He can do whatever he wants with his money, right? Mm-hmm. If I had that money right now in the military, if I had millions of dollars, I'd be gone. Like I'd be like, what? What'd you say? Bye.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
Then walk to the locker room.
No, but here's the thing. Because of like I'm the type of person that if they do that, if you're gonna say, oh, I got big balls, I'm cutting you right now, motherfucker, on the sideline. Fuck you, you're done. I'll be like, man, fuck you, and I'm gone. Like I'm leaving right there, and I'm gonna make sure everybody knows, like, man, fuck this dude. Afterwards, I'm gonna tell you guys why I just did this. I'll show my ass. I'm that type of person. Does that make me a bad person? I don't feel like I'm a bad person. But
if you want to play devil's advocate, look at it this way. So when the dude's showing his ass and fucking leaving the fucking stadium, and then he's at a basketball game later that night, is he limping?
Oh, no. That's a whole different thing.
Does it look like he's hurt?
No, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. Like, is he actually hurt?
But maybe, because we've all had sprained ankles before.
And you limp like a motherfucker.
Not always. Because it depends. In football, you're making lots of cuts. You're making lots of
it's gonna be left and right.
Complicated moves, right? I can walk on a sprained ankle just fine, but if I have to like move left or right, I'm hurt.
I know, but again, I was just saying.
I know. But my whole point is that like maybe he was hurt. Maybe he was thinking in his head like, man, I feel hurt.
Maybe he was completely in the right until the moment when he fucking took off his shoulder pads and walked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Maybe, but that's when the shit shifted because you should have been a professional, especially if you want to play in the league again next year. You want another team to pick you up, just fucking walk to the locker room, and then they can speculate and they ask you. The reporters will ask you later, "Why'd you walk off?" Well, we had a disagreement because of this. Blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Do it professionally. Don't fucking show your ass and then expect another team to fucking pick you up next year and then bitch. Oh no, everybody's fucking not picking me up. Da da da.
Yeah, that's the problem, though. There within lies the problem. The NFL doesn't stand by their punishments. You punish somebody. Okay, look at Kareem Hunt.
That's different, dude.
Ray Rice.
All right, that's okay.
What did Ray Rice do?
Yeah, he fucked up. Yeah.
What did he do?
Domestic violence.
Right. And where's Ray Rice today?
Is he playing?
Did he ever play again?
No.
Ray Rice, I would argue, was almost just as good as Kareem Hunt.
He's almost as good as Kareem
There are
Hunt,
two
but
different situations, though.
You're comparing Kareem Hunt and Ray Rice is completely different.
Because Ray Rice literally beat the piss out of his girlfriend, knocked her out in a fucking elevator, and drug her out of the fucking elevator, threw her in the car. Kareem Hunt got into an argument with a girl in a hotel in Cleveland, and he
fucked her up.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
They pulled him away. He didn't. No, he went to kick her and he didn't.
Bro,
Pull up the video.
No, he didn't. Like the video shows that she fell on the ground. I don't know if he pushed her or he was trying to get away and
He
she
hit
fell.
her.
He did
Pull
not
up the
hit
video,
her.
bro. He did not. He did. And again, it wasn't to the extreme that what Ray Rice was. Ray Rice had no fucking repercussions. Bro, he knocked the girl out his girlfriend in the elevator. Whereas Kareem Hunt, from what I remember of the video, Kareem Hunt went to kind of kick her, and it wasn't like
It wasn't any like miss.
It wasn't like he fucking like soccer kicked it.
He just pushed her with it.
Yeah,
he pushed
like
her with
I
a foot.
gotta pull up the fucking
I'm
video.
showing you right now. He hit her in her jaw.
No, she did
It
not.
literally just showed him.
No, it's not.
He put his hands in her face and hit her in her jaw.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
Did he hit her with an open hand? Like I'm not advocating for any kind of fucking domestic violence. I'll tell you that right now. I fucking hate this shit. But what we're talking about are extremes. The Ray Rice one was fucking one way extreme, whereas Kareem Hunt, yeah, he was in the wrong, but you can't compare Kareem Hunt to Ray Rice. There's no comparison. None.
So it was less violent.
Exactly.
There you go.
It was less violent, but he still did the same exact thing. He put his hands on a woman coming out of a damn elevator after they were arguing. Right? But you're still making a statement like that will not be accepted.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and again, I think the extremism and the violence of what happened kind of plays into a role of, can this person be rehabilitated? Can they have changed? Is this a fluke incident where he just messed up? But you got to look at, like you said, the level of violence in the incident.
Okay,
All right, how about before you make a point? Before you
I'm not making a point.
Can we agree to say that the NFL has double standards?
Absolutely.
All right, so there you go. Like
Absolutely, because if neither of them were good players, they'd have been gone the day of. If you have an average ass NFL player who's not putting up numbers, you're never playing again.
Well, then that also speaks to the fucking the extreme violence of Ray Rice's incident, because Ray Rice was fucking a very good player. He fucked up real bad, and he's never played again.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, there are double standards, but you got to look at the specific instance of what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Again, like I said, I do not agree with domestic violence one even fucking ounce.
Johnny Manziel
Okay.
slammed his girl's head against the window of a car.
Okay.
Right? Grabbed her by her hair and slammed her head against the window.
Okay.
And he still kept playing after that.
I didn't know about that.
I heard about that.
You did?
He was on 90, and so the difference between that though is Kareem Hunt and Ray Rice were on video, whereas Johnny Manziel, it was just him and his girlfriend in the car, and it was his word and her word against everybody else. There was no proof. She never pressed charges. Or at least
There's a payout.
See, at least I don't think she pressed charges, but there was no proof.
She pressed charges, she dropped them.
Yeah,
It was a payout.
Between everybody else, like I think he got fined or something for that.
Probably
But
did.
I don't think that he got in trouble for it because there was no charges, there was no proof, there was there was a whole bunch of he said she said shit, which again I fucking hate Johnny Manziel, but. I think the reason why nothing happened there was because there was no evidence.
Yeah.
So, just to bring it full circle,
Okay.
right? Antonio Brown has never committed a crime.
No.
He's not.
No. No.
He's not committed one crime.
So I see where you're going with
He's
this.
an embarrassment. That's about it.
Do you?
Yeah, but the
do
NFL itself is not banning.
Do you?
Antonio Brown?
Do you
They're
think that having him on your team, yes, would it be a benefit for your team to win? Yes, absolutely. Can you control Antonio Brown? Can you control the fucking diva that he is?
No.
So that's what you have to give and take. So you have to, you're like, all right, we're going to pick him up on the team. He's going to be the fucking best thing since sliced bread. The Messiah has returned, since other people would like to say. And fucking, like, all right, but
And
we have to
actually,
deal with this shit.
Antonio Brown has committed a crime.
What crime?
One of his suspensions stemmed from Brown's January arrest connected to the attack of the driver of a moving company truck. The initial Brown charge was felony assault and battery.
That's from the whole incident with his girlfriend.
No, they said he was attacking a moving truck driver.
Right. That was the day of.
What
Yeah.
year was that, bro?
That was like 2016.
2020?
Oh, that was last year? Or
No,
2020?
the actual case was last year, but 2020. But the actual event happened in like 2018.
And he's still playing, though, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but again,
Like,
you said he didn't commit any crimes, and apparently he had a fucking felony assault and battery charge.
He didn't, if you watch the video, all he did was the dude was getting out of the truck and he slammed the door on him. That's it.
Okay.
Anyway, just my whole point is that if you're right, the double standard exists, right? Antonio Brown did not violently beat his girl.
He was sued for sexual assault.
It got dropped. So
Bro, wait, does the NFL have double standards, or does Javi have double
no,
standards?
it got dropped. My whole point is it got dropped.
So did
Anybody can file a lawsuit against you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like my whole point is that the dude's crazy. We all know that. Is an NFL
Actually,
team
it says
willing to
as
take
of
the
November
chance?
2020, which
I
this was
think
2 years
so.
ago, the lawsuit hadn't been resolved.
all right.
I think an NFL team. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yes or no? Antonio Brown gets picked up for another team next year.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
All right, 50-50.
I don't think next year. I think maybe a year after that.
It'd be emergency to pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
He's
don't know,
gonna have to be. He's gonna have to want it. He's gonna have to be desperate. Hopefully, he's. I mean, you want fuck that dude. I don't know.
Yeah, because how long was it since after the Patriots dropped him and the Bucks picked him up?
Oh,
wow.
not even a year.
It wasn't even a year, but there was a little bit of time in there in between there, right?
Yeah, there was a little bit.
9 months, 8 months.
Yeah, so he was already an embarrassment to a lot of teams then. Now he showed his ass in front of fucking everybody on television. Like, I don't think another team's gonna.
And he's still showing.
not that quickly.
And he's still showing his ass. He's going on to fucking podcasts saying like bullshit.
Now we're talking because what he said about Brady.
Yeah, he's still showing his ass.
what did he say about Brady? 'Cause
That's
I
where he
didn't read
buried
that.
himself.
I didn't read that because
He said like this. I got you. He says, and so he goes. Is Brady my boy?
Yeah.
Because they're like Brady's your friend, and he's like, is he? Is he my friend, or did he just want another talented receiver around him? Because that's what they did. They just surrounded him with as much talent as they could. Even in the Patriots, that's all they did.
That's fucking business,
Hold on. Then he said, if Brady was my boy, he wouldn't have me on a veteran minimum contract. Did he do that to Gronk?
Yeah.
Gronk was retired for a year and a half and brought him back at max salary.
Yeah.
He's like, why is he doing me like that then when I'm the best producer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also so that you're kind of stabbing the dude in the back. One, because he did bring you in when no other teams were picking you up, and then on top of that, the dude kept you in his house for how long, and fucking gave you a place to live while you were playing with the team.
Apparently, he didn't have to do that because he has his own money. That's what he said. He goes, I don't need to stay in nobody's house. I got my own money. I got my own
Yeah,
house.
but you were like, what the fuck? Like, why are you gonna stab some dude in the back when he's the one that was the reason why you've been playing the last 2 years?